Bob is one of the traditions that separates New Canaan High School from all other schools in the FCIAC. For 24 years, he was more than the voice of the Rams. He was my friend. From football games to banquets, senior award picnics, and Hall of Fame ceremonies, we could always count on Bob Vanderheyden whenever we needed him. Since 1958, young athletes have grown up with the dream of running out onto the field to Bob's legendary introduction and dreamed of hearing their name being called over the PA system. For 65 years, Bob has given his time, his talent, and his voice to this town, representing New Canaan with grace, class, and dignity. He embodies everything we value in the spirit of athleticism, competition, and sportsmanship. Thank you, Bob, for all you have done for this program, this school, and this town. It is now our honor to turn the tables and introduce his name. Ladies and gentlemen, down on the field, here comes the one and only voice of the Rams, Bob Vanderheyden!
Ladies and gentlemen, it's our pleasure this afternoon to thank Bob Vanderheyden for his 65 years of service to the New Canaan athletics and New Canaan football. So we have some dignitaries here that I'll introduce in a minute. First person has another job to account for, so Coach Marinelli is going to give his presentation to Bob first.
Thank you, Jay. Bob has been with us since I came here in 1981. He's always been constant. I don't think he's ever missed a game. We share not videotapes, but audio tapes of the Bobby V sock hop, which I play all the time. We do our music. He's been a guy that comes down and he's always asking about the team, always wants to support it. And if you listen to him during the game, he's never biased. He's New Canaan through and through, but he's so professional. And we're going to miss him so much. The voice of the Rams. He's like Bob Shepard of the New York Yankees. And we're going to miss him. Thank you, Bob. Thank you.
For the remainder of the season, you'll look on the back of our players' helmets, and they'll have BV's initials, so that's a tribute for you, Bob. Next I'd like to introduce State Representative Tom O'Day. Tom is a great friend in New Canaan athletics. He does a tremendous job supporting New Canaan up in Hartford, and Bob has a proclamation to read to Bob.
Thank you, Jay. Bob, I have the pleasure, on behalf of the Connecticut General Assembly,
Oh my gosh.
official citation introduced by Representative Tom O'Day, Representative Lucy Dathan, Senator Ryan Fazio, Representative Keith Denning, and Senator C.C. Mahar. It is hereby known that the Connecticut General Assembly hereby offers its sincerest congratulations to Bob Vanderheyden in recognition of your unwavering dedication and commitment to New Canaan High School. As the public announcer for the Rams football games, you began your illustrious career in 1958 with only a portable PA system and a couple of speakers. From there, you continue to call the games out as the voice of the Rams for the next 65 years. Well done and best wishes in all of your future endeavors. The entire membership of the General Assembly wishes you the best. God bless.
Okay, next we have another proclamation. This is from the town of New Canaan. presenters include Steve Carl, he's the chairman of the town council, and then we have former Board of Education chair and Republican candidate First Selectman Deanna Carlson, and Board of Finance member and Democratic candidate for the First Selectman, Amy Carroll. And I'd also like to thank our Superintendent of Schools, Brian Lutzy, for being here with us today.
I had the pleasure of working with this guy in the booth for a few years and saw firsthand, behind the scenes, what an amazing job he did. So I'm here on behalf of the 20,000 residents of New Canaan to read this proclamation. Town of New Canaan, whereas Bob Vanderheyden is native of New Canaan and has dedicated 65 years as an announcer for New Canaan High School football. Whereas Bob was a creative and innovative high school student who made a public address system from scratch and has launched his football career, and in the press box came from home, away from home. And whereas Bob is always and will be a memorable voice of the Rams and New Canaan football, and has given us all so much to cheer about. For 30 of the 65 years, Bob faithfully made the long drive from Scranton, Pennsylvania to New Canaan to announce the games to his hometown. Whereas Bob has given his spirit and his time to this community, including the emceeing of the New Canaan High School Sports Hall of Fame, and it left an indelible mark on the hearts of our residents. Now, therefore, on behalf of First Selectman Kevin Moynihan and the incoming Board of Selectmen of the town of New Canaan, we urge residents to join us in celebrating Bob, and we bid him farewell with hearts full of gratitude and wish him the best in the next game in the field of his life. Congratulations, Bob. We love you. New Canaan, Connecticut. You're the best.
So the truth of the matter here with Bob is it's sort of like the Wizard of Oz. Bob was the voice, but there were people in the box that were feeding Bob all the information. So Carol and Dave Harvey, I don't know if you're here today, but thank you for all that you did. And Tony Persishnik, who's here. Tony knows the down and distance because he runs the clock. So that's how Bob always knows the down and distance, to be honest with you. So Tony has a little something for Bob to commemorate his service. 65 years, Bob. Thank you so much.
To paraphrase the words of the great New York Yankee first baseman, today I feel like the luckiest man in New Canaan. You don't do 65 years of something without a whole lot of help. And as Jay just mentioned, Tony and Carol and Dave Harvey and I were together for 30 years in that booth, and we had more fun than we ever should have had. It was a great, great, great time. I want to thank the New Canaan Board of Education, our athletic department, the booster clubs. Parents make such a big difference in this program with our booster clubs. I want to especially mention Vinny Iovino, who could not be with us today. He's down in Florida, great athletic director. And Jay Egan, thank you so much for trusting me with this microphone. When I write my emails, at the bottom of the email I have a little slogan. And it says very simply, will it matter
that I was. Will it matter that I was? Apparently it has. Thank you. And let's do it one more time. Ladies and gentlemen, down on the field, here come the Rams. Thank you.
Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Bob.
I knew you wanted to. I want to introduce somebody to you who has been with me almost as long as I've been doing the games. My wife, Elaine Vanderheyden. Mike. Here we go. Class of 1960. Good. Class of 1964. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Elaine. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give one more big hand for the voice of the Rams, Bob Vanderheyden.